Let's take a look at 6 alternate build sets for the LEGO Star Wars set, Luke Skywalker X-Wing Mech. So over here we have the original build. So these mechs are kind of like this oversized robot type of vehicle. It's not based on something specifically in Star Wars. And that's what is, well, one thing that makes these mechs a little controversial with some fans. Now, all of the alternate builds shown, you only need this set. So you only need the pieces in this set to build these. One exception is you do actually need 2 copies of the set to make this alternate build over here. And we'll get to that in a little while. So, all right, let's get started, and we'll start in the front row, and I will let you know what the name is of all of these and the creator, and you can look in this video's description to find links to instructions for all of the builds shown here. All right. Okay, so first up we have the Nebula Drifter. So this is like a speeder type of thing. So it's the Nebula Drifter Star Wars Speeder by the creator Jugami. Really nice looking speeder. We have these kind of flaps in the back. We've got the handlebars for the speeder here. I really like the use of the chest plate from the mech to create this sort of like bucket seat for the minifigure to sit in. Nice detailing with the tiling, and then also these sort of grill style slope pieces. But yeah, it's very cool if you're looking for a little bit more of a traditional vehicle for a minifigure. You know, this speeder is, you know, pretty much minifigure proportioned and looks a little more like something out of a galaxy far, far away. Okay, and then the next one, of course, so we have this Luke Skywalker mech, and the mech itself has an X-Wing in the back of it, so of course we're going to have an alternate build of an X-Wing. There's actually a few different alternate builds of X-Wings, but this one is entitled Star Wars X-Wing by GHC or GHAC Nougat. And well, this particular creator actually has more than one X-Wing design. They look very similar. This is just basically like a single wide here. They also have like a double wide where just this section, it's kind of like a little bit of a, I guess, beefier X-Wing. Really nice profile in the back. And see, This has a really great appearance too when you close the S foils. Look at that thing. You can really recreate that dramatic opening of the S foils, or closing of them in Star Wars A New Hope. And then we have in the rear just some of these accents. This build doesn't come with that many of these transparent pieces. It's a nice use of them. And I guess that's R2-D2 maybe. All right, now for another change of pace. So we have this sort of armored type speeder, I suppose. So this one is called Luke's Mech Speeder, an alternate MOC, and this is by BlueB. It's got, it almost has a insect-like vibe to it. It has these little like legs almost to it. It also kind of reminds me a bit of some of the Trade Federation type vehicles, like tanks. It's a really nice rotating turret in the rear, and then you can raise this armored piece and lower it for the minifigure cockpit. And we've got that Republic logo front and center as well. All right, and next up is our smallest build. So this one's small, this one's cute. This is a Snowspeeder microfighter by TheBrickOfBobaFett. So this is intended to kind of go along with the microfighter series, which are kind of a certain scale fighter or, you know, vehicle where there's a little cockpit for minifigure to pop out of the top of the vehicle. So this one's a cute little build, small little build. And there we have those transparent dark pink pieces in the rear of the vehicle again. All right, and then in our back row, so this one is quite elaborate, isn't it? So this one is Luke Skywalker Mech Hallway by sgtscoopy. So this one is almost like a little minifigure display. We still have the X-Wing prominently featured in the rear. Nice feature of the oversized lightsaber and certainly the Rebel logo. And then we've got Luke kind of standing in the front. It's almost like a ship hallway type of thing. So that's a nice kind of change of pace there. All right. And then we do have another mech. So this is the one where you do need 2 copies of this set to build. And this one is called New Republic XWing Mech. So let me just get the original. This one's good for a side-by-side with the original since they're both mech. So you can see it's definitely larger, and it's based, the rear of the vehicle is in the style of the E-Wing instead. It's kind of giving me a vibe of the pterodactyl Zord from the original Power Rangers too. We still have a similar cockpit here. That's pretty much like the original, more or less. The legs are wider. A lot of everything else is, you know, kind of wider. Yeah, so this is New Republic XWing Mech. Requires 2 of these sets, and this build is by Mech_error, so I guess they're into building mechs. It seemed fair to have another mech build in here, an alternate build. All right, let's get back to showing all of them. I just have to get the pose right here. There we go. All right, well, what do you think of all of these alternate builds? It's a pretty nice variety, mix of things, and feel free to comment below.